And we caught up with Mr. V. Suresh, Chief Sales Officer at Naukri.com, to get a sense of why we've seen this kind of a pickup. Has there been significant change as far as the trends are concerned? So this is what he told us about the new trends which have started emerging in November.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much, and it's a pleasure being with you. See, if you see just not November, I mean, October plus November put together also, I mean, we have seen a positive traction. If I really look back over the last 12 months, we've been seeing a lot of positive action on the IT, ITS and banking sectors. And the good news is that in the last 3 to 4 months, we are seeing a lot of action on the non-IT sector as well.
So is this uptrend that we've started seeing, as you mentioned, about October as well as November, it's going to continue from here on?
I think you should not look at 9%, because if you really look at it, the way we released our numbers is that, October plus November numbers, we looked at it together, because last year all holidays were in October and this time the holidays are in November. The festive season was in November. So if I give a, kind of a overall consolidated picture of November plus October, it was 24% growth. And, to be, kind of, if I give you a long-term view, I'm sure that the kind of stuff that we are seeing in the, at the ground level, I am seeing IT, ITES and BPO picking up really, really well. And it's been kind of, kicking the momentum up. And the good news is that, sectors like pharma, manufacturing, engineering, these sectors are slowly but steadily moving up the radar. And, it's only going to be looking better and better going forward.
So can we say that at least the first signs of investment have started emerging out of the non-IT space as well?
See, it's not about the first time. I mean, if I go back and look at the Naukri Jobs Peak Index, that's been showing growth for last 18 months or so. And, earlier, for example, about 9 months to 10 months back, it was only IT, ITES and BPO. But today, I could see that, there is an overall kind of a growth that's picking up. And, it's kind of not just the entry level, but also the middle level and senior level. I mean, if I look at November release, more than 20% growth that we are seeing at the top level. And sectors like e-commerce, engineering, IT, and even in IT, it used to be kind of at the junior level, but, we are seeing a lot of traction at the middle and senior level as well. So, which is a very, very good sign for me going forward. And if you look at some of the, government initiatives that we are looking at, Make in India, Made in India, and also some of the digital projects that the government is looking at, all these things are kind of going to kind of fuel the growth overall in a holistic matter.
Right. And what's your view as far as the retail space is concerned? Do you see some signs of pickup there as well?
See, real estate and infrastructure is still not really taken up, I would say. In my view, probably it will take another 6 to 9 months or so. But seems like the overall consumer confidence is good. The moment you see consumer confidence being good, despite the festive season, we saw 9% growth in jobs in November. These are likely indicators for me that, maybe 6 to 9 months from now, we could see action both on the real estate and infrastructure.
All right, so that was the view about the real estate space. But do you at least see some sort of a pickup as far as the inquiry levels are concerned?
See, if I look at it, there is a confidence level, but if you see the confidence is reflecting into action or not, at least the conversations have started happening. So the conversations are good. I could see that the kind of talks that are happening are positive, which should kind of translate to action sooner or later.
We're also getting certain reports indicating that probably the startup funding, or rather the boom that was there, that's now losing some of its steam. What's your view on that front?
See, I think even today there is a lot of money in the market. It's just that people are cautious about the quality of the project, quality of the ideas, quality of the management. So to me, the startup sector is still hot. It's just that the valuations will probably get corrected at some point of time. And people will start looking at the quality of ideas and the quality of, models that are coming into picture.
And what's your view as far as the future consumer spending, investment out there is concerned? Do you see investment continuing on that front?
See, it's too early to say because, people who have already got into it are really aggressive on this space. you could see, all the top 3-4 players are really aggressive in this space, and I expect that, hopefully with the internet penetration likely to go up, and with digitization which is being spoken about, and this kind of stuff that we are hearing from some of the leading players in the internet space, I think it's going to be good times ahead on that space.
All right, so good times ahead. You're expecting startups to remain a hot sector as well. So what does what do you expect in 2016 as far as the startups are concerned?
See, I think it's just not about e-commerce. It's about the overall, startup ecosystem, which will be evolving from where it is today. And I expect that, there'll be a lot of action on the overall, the internet ecosystem, not just on the startup ecosystem.
All right, so that was Mr. V. Suresh, Chief Sales Officer at Naukri.com, giving us a sense of what's happening as far as the job market right now, especially in the online space is concerned. So there has been a bit of pickup, and they're expecting that pickup to continue.